What's up, traders? If you use the RSI but feel like it's not always reliable, then this video is for you. Okay, we are talking about the Trendilo Indicator. I'm just going to add it to the chart right now. All right, the Trendilo Indicator. It's quite, a powerful trading view indicator that improves RSI analysis and helps traders filter out false signals. So stick around because this could completely change the way you use the RSI. Now, let's just quickly look at the problem that the relative strength index has, the standard RSI. Let us look at the problem that it has. Now, in as much as the RSI is a great tool, let me just add RSI to the chart first of all. Okay, the relative strength index is actually a great tool, right? But it has some flaws. Many traders rely on RSI to spot, overbought and oversold conditions, but often these signals are misleading. Now, just because the RSI hits an extreme level does not mean that the market will reverse. The market can stay overbought or oversold for a long time, leading to false trade signals, right? For example, you can see that in this particular sell trend, a lot of times you can see that despite entering the oversold territory, there did not suddenly happen to be a reversal, right? In as much as, yes, there were pullbacks, and all of that, but the length of the RSI climbing out of the oversold can be almost equal to the length of the RSI climbing above the oversold when there is actually a reversal. So, it can be a little bit difficult differentiating between a mere pullback and an actual reversal sometimes, right? So this is where the Trendilo indicator comes in. Unlike the traditional RSI, Trendilo adjusts dynamically based on market conditions, filtering out false breakouts and improving momentum accuracy. So instead of relying on fixed levels, it incorporates trend confirmation tools, giving traders a more reliable way to analyze market movements. So now, why should you use the Trendilo indicator? Why exactly should you use the Trendilo indicator? So here's what makes it stand out. Yeah. One is that it filters out false RSI signals. So no more misleading overbought and oversold readings. Yeah. Okay. If we go back to this particular example that I identified, you will notice that while the RSI was climbing almost to the top, you will see that these pullbacks, these cases of pullbacks, were limited toward the zero level. Can you see? Can you see that they were limited to the zero level? Because they were just mere pullbacks. They were limited around the zero level. They didn't climb to the top like the RSI. And you will notice that the green shade never appeared, because the green shade only appears when a bullish momentum has been identified. Can you see? That's when the green shade appears. And the red shade appears when bearish momentum is being identified. So these pullbacks, during these pullbacks, green shades did not appear. Okay? So with that, you are going to know that it's just a mere pullback. Okay? So this indicator helps to filter out those false RSI signals, and it enhances trend confirmation. It works better in trending markets. and it reduces market noise, making it easier to identify real trading opportunities. And then this indicator works across Forex, stocks, crypto, and indices. So you can actually apply it to any market. All right. The indicator is great for day trading, swing trading, and scalping strategies. Now let's just also look at how to use the Trendilo indicator effectively. All right, here's how you can make the most of the Trendilo indicator in your trading. One is that you have to look for high probability reversal signals that align with trend confirmation. Remember, I mentioned that when you have the green shades, it shows that bullish momentum is prevailing, right? And when you have the red shade, it shows that bearish momentum is prevailing. So what do you do? Whenever you have to add market structure, okay, to improve your to increase your chances of success. Please add market structure, use trend lines, use support and resistance zones to enhance your accuracy, right? So now we can see that we were having a sell trend before, and then we had a breakout to the upside, and you can see that even after the breakout, price retested this newly formed support because this was a resistance before, right? And then price broke out. There was a false breakout here initially. Price broke out from the resistance and retested it. Now, guess what? Because this is market structure, right? This is price action, and the price action has already given you a go ahead for a buy. Then you look at your Trendilo, and your Trendilo also gives you a go ahead for a buy because this is a buy signal, right? The green shade is a buy signal. And then you will notice that price actually continued going up, right? You will see that there were no red shades around here because these were just mere pullbacks. So there were no red shades. So it kept on showing green, 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 showing that the buy momentum was still ongoing. And then at some point it showed red. So if you are seeing a buy trade, this would have probably been a time to exit because this red shows that bearish momentum is coming in. And guess what? Suddenly the green, this was the last green that appeared, and then it just became red, red, red because a reversal took place. So this indicator is quite an effective indicator, all right, for identifying high probability reversal signals. Okay, and then of course it's going to help you avoid trading against the dominant market trend, even if RSI shows overbought and oversold levels, right? This indicator, the Trendilo, is kind of more reliable, right, with its signals, but it doesn't mean that it does not have its own flaws, right? But at least to an extent, it can be a little bit more reliable than the RSI. Okay, so it's important to combine the Trendilo indicator with support and resistance levels for stronger trade setups. Okay, and use it with price action strategies to increase the accuracy of your entries and exits. Now, if you've been frustrated with RSI false signals, then the Trendilo indicator is the solution you need. It improves momentum analysis by adding smart filtering and trend confirmation, making it a valuable tool for any trader. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another powerful trading tip. Drop a comment below if you've tried the Trendilo indicator or if you have any questions. Thank you for watching. Stay disciplined, trade smart, and I'll see you in the next video.